अरे रिकॉर्डिंग क्यों नहीं, हाँ रिकॉर्डिंग स्टार्ट हो गया, ओके. So now you start typing your roll number and name, okay? And now we will start with the PHP programming. So the prerequisites is like this, that we have to install the XAMPP or WAMP, or Shweta was just asking me about, that there is one more web server like apps. So whatever server is there, the
सर
main.
सर सर
हाँ.
सर रुचि
हाँ.
ज्वाइन नहीं हो रही है. आई डोंट नो
कौन?
व्हाई. रुचि
कौन कौन?
रुचि
सो
रुचि.
उसको बोलो ना कि ये करने ज्वाइन करने के लिए आई विल जस्ट उसको मैं ज्वाइन
हुआ
का
हुआ 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 हुआ.
परमिशन हो गया ना. Fine, fine, no tension. So what I want to tell you about that, the XAMPP or WAMP or app, whatever is there, there is a main web server called as Apache. So Apache web server, Apache is a very big group, by the way. Apache is very big group, it's big company, you can say. And under this the roof of Apache, lot of web servers they are creating. For example, Tomcat is one of the server. Apache for PHP is one of the server. So like this, that there are so many kinds of JRUN or other type of servers that the Apache group is creating. So one of the web server is called as our XAMPP or WAMP or like that. So if you know the XAMPP, XAMPP, so it's nothing but the Apache web server. Then M stand for the MySQL, right? Right. P stand for the PHP, and another last P stand for the Perl programming. PERL, Perl programming. So Perl is also scripting language, right? And PHP is also scripting language. So both the languages are being used at the server side, right? So what happened? Um, I will share my screen, and whatever I will do it one by one, step by step. So on the same line, you should also do the same thing, so that whatever problem you are facing, you can discuss with me right now immediately, okay? Yes. So I have shared the screen. Shweta, can you able to see the screen?
यस
Hello.
सर. यस
Okay,
सर.
fine, fine, fine. So let's say I install the web server, right? In C colon, there can be a XAMPP server, WAMP server. I have both the servers. More than that, I am having so many servers. But let's say whether you are working in XAMPP or WAMP, right? दोनों same ही है, right? So let's say I'm working in XAMPP. So in XAMPP folder, right, there will be something called as a control, XAMPP control. So I open this my XAMPP control, right? In case of WAMP, you are also having this something called as a WAMP manager. So in at your side, you open this WAMP manager, and don't start everything. Don't start everything. Just follow my instructions, right? So there are something like these modules: Apache web server, then SQL, MySQL, then FileZilla, Mercury, Tomcat, so and so forth. तो वैसे आपको वैम्प में भी दिखाई देगा, राइट? तो उसमें से हम लोग को ओनली टू सर्विसेज वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट. वन इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज अपाचे. सो इधर मैंने ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट किया है, तो देर विल बी अ बटन कॉल्ड एज स्टॉप. सो यू स्टार्ट दिस ओनली एंड यू स्टार्ट दिस ओनली. So only two services we would like to install, or you can say not install. We have to start. We have to start only these two services, Apache and MySQL. Only these two, right? And even though if you are started like this, you stop other services. So only these two. And inside that you can see the XAMPP Apache is already being running at port number 80. So 80 is a port number which is by default assigned to this Apache web server, right? So even though if you are working in, let's say, ASP.NET or ASP kind of stuff, still your port number will be 80. And your local server. So now I will open this Brave web browser, right? Now why I talk about the web browser, even though if you are working on the another Chrome is also again a good browser. I am not telling that it's a, but as I have told you, what is the top of that. Let's say if you are using the latest service of our JavaScript, right? Then Brave web browser is taking the immediate updation of that. So that is why I recommend you to go for the Brave. So even though if you are working now in Firefox, let's say I am also having this Firefox where I have open your Google Meet or like this, because so many tabs I have opened to show you so many things today. But that's why I stopped it and I just open this. This is a web browser screen. So now if you just type 127.0.0.1 and if you press enter, so you should see the front page dashboard of your XAMPP web server, right? So this is a XAMPP web server. You may take this XAMPP web server. So आपके पास आया रहेगा. So let's say if you are working on WAMP, still whenever you start the service of Apache and MySQL and just type 127.0.0.1 on URL. So I think our meeting has been started. So you open a new Brave browser, new window, and altogether, and you start doing whatever we are going to do it now. So this is what our XAMPP welcome page, right? Okay, and there is a tab called as My PHP MyAdmin. So go to that PHP MyAdmin. Right. So this is what your MySQL wizard, right? It's very simple. You need not to write any kind of query to creating of database, table, views, cursor, trigger, so and so forth. You know, everything is it's based on this wizard, right? The first thing is what we are going to do is not first of all directly what we will going to do, but let me tell you about the first thing that what I have made it, right? Yesterday only I made one form wherein I want to upload the files through PHP, and that files URL should get inserted into database, and the files must get uploaded in the web server. So this is what something like, you know, that coding that I have done it. So before starting that, just I would like to show you that thing, and then I think we will go for it. So this is a folder. XAMPP is a folder what I talk about, and there is a folder called as htdocs. So here we are going to create a folder. So in case of WAMP, you may have the www is a folder, and over here we can able to create a folders and files, so and so forth, right? But now I am using XAMPP, so I will stick with the XAMPP, right? You take care of your WAMP. It's more and more simple. www is a root, is a folder. That folder you stick with it. So htdocs में जाने का आपको, and here you create a folder, create it at your end. So let's say I have created like student is name of the folder. Student is name of the folder, and I have got lot of files. You don't have any kind of file. Create a folder. So what I will do it, I will also do it with you only, so that you will not get confused. Okay, so let's say I create a folder called as temp, right? And now open a VS Code. Open VS Code, Visual Studio Code, and you open the folder temp. You open the folder temp. So you will not have any kind of file, nothing, right? It is not loading. It is loading. You will able to see it within 1 minute. And whatever you are having the problem, please unmute yourself and ask, because now I am already doing the work on my laptop other side, so I cannot able to see what you are written in chat box. So don't write chat box. Don't write anything in chat box. You know, I have got some problem over this like that. Okay, so this is how you will get it. Now you create a file, index.html, right? So now instead of HTML, you know, I want to see the PHP file, so I will write student.php. Okay, student.php. Now this PHP icon, if you are not getting the PHP icon, please see that in your extension. You go to the extension and you download it. Okay, yesterday I downloaded it, so I am getting here this warning message, in telephonic, this particular website, right? So you go to the extension, right, and here you can able to write it, right? PHP, this PHP, right? This thing. So PHP code intelligence for Visual Studio. This thing you can able to install it. There are a lot of other things also. That other things also you can able to get it. Okay, but if you have this, right, then only you can able to see the icon over here, PHP. Right, the syntax go like this, right? Or before this, let me, as I have told you that I will show you something, what I have done it. But before that, if you know the HTML, CSS, not CSS, forget about CSS, only HTML. So let's make a form for student. तो हम लोग पहले क्या करेंगे मालूम है? पहले हम लोग एक सिंपल फॉर्म बनाएंगे, सिंपल फॉर्म, जैसे मैंने इधर बनाया है वो मैं दिखाता हूँ आपको. A very simple form. Yes, this is only a very simple form. You just do it on your screen. Visual Studio में इसका कोड लिखने का है. So you have to write down the code for this. How you will write a code? If you open a exclamation mark, this is emit abbreviation that you will get. So you will get this thing. Now this is a screen what you want, right? So before this, whatever I am telling you, it's very important, right? All of you are knowing this, but still, right, as a basic point of view, from scratch, I would like to tell you, once if I write this doc type, right, exclamation doc type is nothing but you are telling to your browser that you are going to use HTML5, right? So HTML5, how it is going to treat, because this particular V8 engine, right, I was talking about V8 engine or interpreter of your browser is what? V8 engine, Chrome ke liye and the Brave browser, the V8 engine is a interpreter. So that interpreter will treat your code, whatever you are going to write a code, because of this type. If you are writing this doc type, right, then you can see you are using HTML5 code. Now what about HTML4 code, right? But actually HTML4 का ज़माना already हो चुका है, so we will not touch that HTML4. Even if it is there in your syllabus, I will tell you what type of tags are present in HTML 4.0 and HTML 5.0. But once you will compare HTML 4.0 and 5.0, there we will have the chart. These tags are present in 4.0, not present in 5.0. Or what are the replacement of tags in HTML 4.0 and 5.0. The same thing we will do it for CSS 1.0 and CSS 3. So like CSS and CSS 3, what are the different kinds of comparisons are there? That comparison chart I will give you as a notes for you. But on practical point of view, we are going to work on HTML5. Now this is what is needed. Then HTML language English. Now once we are talking about the HTML 5.0, you will come to know that lot of languages it is going to support. If you want a Deutsch language, like German language, you have to write DU. If you want Marathi, so if you want Hindi, if you want any other kind of language, so a lot of symbols are given to you. So EN stand for English. Now in head tag, the main thing is meta. This meta tag is already being there in HTML5. So this is a emit, right? Emit का अभी मैंने आपको मतलब समझा है. Emit abbreviation. So meta tag में if you see the character set, it is UTF. Now UTF stand for what? Universal Text Format. See why I'm telling you one by one line, because let's think about your Viva point of view. Let's think about your interview point of view. There the people will not say, if you're using VS Code, fine. But if they are asked, tell me what is UTF, why UTF has been written, tell me why it is written over here like this, why doc type is written over there. So you should know the meaning of it. That's why I'm telling you line by line what it is. Okay. So UTF stand for what? Universal Text Format. Now the next meta tag is again very important. It will goes like, you know, the name equal to viewport. What is the meaning of view? Where you are going to display the data. You are going to display it on desktop, you are going to display it on mobile, you are going to display it on, so on where, on which viewport you are going to display your HTML page, web page that you are describing it over here. And the content follows like this, that width equal to device width. This is not, this is something like, you know, responsive web designing. In case of responsive web designing, the HTML5 supports this responsive web design. What is the meaning of responsive web design? Your page, whatever you are going to design the page, it will look the similar in mobile, it will look the not similar, but the contents will arrange, it depends upon the device width and how it is going to be there because of this meta tag. So content equal to so and so, and the initial scale equal to 1.0. These parameters are important, right? And the title is nothing but the whatever title you are going to give it for your web page, this title. And generally, you know, the skeleton of this HTML, how it flows like this, you know, where the logic contains, the logic contains in brain, and in web page the logic contains in head. So definitely in head I am going to write down my script. So where the script is, script where it gets stored, it should get stored in head, right? And the body, whatever you are going to show, that you put it inside your body. So body is a block tag, right? This tag is again called as a element, right? All these are the elements are always called as a tag, right? In HTML 4.0 the elements are called as tag. In HTML 5.0 the tags are called as elements. So please highlight this, right? Okay, it may be, I may be asked this very important word, very small things but very important things, right? In your quiz, in quiz you may find out like this, you know. So in HTML 5.0 the tags are called as elements. So if you see this, the body is a block element, it's a block. Inside this block you may have different kinds of tags, right? In script, again I am telling you, the script is a nothing but a logic, right? Where you are going to put a logic, the logic you are going to put it in head tag, head block tag, element. Now this scripting you have to write it inside the header. It doesn't mean that you may write it in body, you may write after the body also, you may write script, right? But the professional things, you know, where you are going to put what, how you are going to write the code, right? So the recommendation is this, right? It's not a compulsory, but it's a recommendation, right? So let's say in our previous program, let's say if I write variable int I, j, k, l, m, n, o, p like that, you know, but that I, j, k stand for what? Why I? What is the significance of I? So if I write down int roll underscore no, then it makes sense, right? So the variable is what is having the content like roll number. If the variable is having the naming convention as count, then I will come to know this count is a variable which is going to count the value. So it is used for what? Like that, naming conventions are important. We are following that. On the same line, the tag, right? The script tag, I may write anywhere in my program, but I will prefer what? In head. What is the significance of it? Because I am splitting that head tag itself, tell me that it's like a human body, I am having the logic in my head, so I will put everything inside head, right? And in body you write whatever the code you want to show, display it on the web page, right? So I think the scripting part, right? I am, what I want to write, I want to write this particular code. So I think you can able to write it. So first one is, there is one something called as h1 tag, where I will say student form, you write it student form, right? And you may have directly, you can write down the label tag. It's HTML में एक simple क्या बना के रखा है मालूम है? HTML5 is a way how the human beings are telling, you know, what is this? Select student is a label. So tag का नाम क्या रहेगा? Label. It is what? it is what the select tag, you are going to select it. So select tag, again it's a label, it's a text box, right? So input type equal to text. So this is how, you know, it's very simple one. So you may write here label. Label for what? Label here you are going to write down the id, but now we are not going to write it here. I will say select name, right? And another thing is I will write the input type equal to text, right? Now what happen, you know, if I go on doing like this, then the characters may scatter, you know, the component may scatter. So uh, before writing this also, what I will recommend you to go for a table. So you also know the table tag. So what, how I will write table, inside that how many rows you want? I want 3 rows. So tr into 3. See this how I am writing, okay? Greater than sign. Td, how many table, how many table data I want? I want 2. So 2. So this is how I will go further, and the tags are for you. So here I will write, you know, label, right? So I want a label tag, right? And inside a label now I will write select a student, right? And another td I will write input type equal to text. You also write along with me, okay? And so forth. So you draw it now. Okay, here text will be not there, right? I want a select tag. Select tag will be there, and inside a select tag I will write option. So option tag will be there, okay? And option 1 2 3 4, here actually I want to get the data from the database. So now at this point I will not write anything over here, but just I will have the select, and I will write a name. What is the name of this? I will write a name of this like CBO stud, combo box student, like this. And the second TD and TD, you write it, enter the student, this is a label, and text box. For text box, you know, type input type equal to text. The next you write down button, the last you write down button tag, right? Submit, and the next button you write is clear all. Whatever you are going to do it, right? As far as possible, what we will, you know, we will try to write the scripting in different file, right? So over here I will import the file, right? So what I will do it, you know, इधर मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ देखो, right? Folder में I am going to create one more folder called as JS, and inside JS I am going to write this logic.js. So this is my JS file where I am going to write down the scripting, right? Over here inside head only, right? Inside scripting only, okay? I will import this src source equal to, you go on doing it, huh? Here I will write js / logic.js. We call this file, okay? So if you have made the form correctly, so please anybody unmute yourself and tell me, sir, हम लोग का ये डिजाइनिंग का पार्ट हो गया. I have not put any kind of CSS, nothing. CSS वगैरह कुछ डाला नहीं है. You want to put it, you may put it. It's very simple one. Let's say ये student form को मेरे को color देने का है, or anything I would like to do. So here I will say ID, I will say show, like that. Any kind of ID I will have. You put a style, okay? Style. Right here H1, और ID का भी इधर जरूरत नहीं है. Okay, let's say color equal to what you want, red. So color red. And there are two things you can able to see. Whenever let's say you are having HTML, JS, whatever is there, if you right click, right, if you right click over here, right, then you may go for the suppose I am having HTML form, so you may go for the live server, so where you can able to directly see the result. That live server also you can able to install it using extension, but over here we will not use live server, nothing. Here I will directly go over here and I will put it like this, राइट. इधर मैंने टेम्प लिखा, फोल्डर का नाम लिखने का, और इधर आपका पीएचपी फॉर्म लिखो. तो एक्चुअली हम लोगों ने पीएचपी कुछ नहीं किया है, वी आर जस्ट मेक द सेव एज द फाइल एज पीएचपी. पीएचपी का एक सिंगल कोड नहीं लिखा है, खाली डॉट पीएचपी करके लिखा है. इतना हो गया क्या आपका श्वेता? हैव यू रीच अप टू दिस?
Yes, sir.
आपका फॉर्म हो गया. So if I am asking to Shweta, it doesn't mean that, right, I am not asking to all of you, right? So it's all of you I am asking. If you have got any doubt, कि सर ये रिजल्ट नहीं आया, ये क्यों नहीं आया, so please ask me. तो ये सब हम लोग को लास्ट में at the end you are going to only show the as a practical, you have done this in front of NBA people, in front of any industry, in front of external. वाइवा रहेगा, ये रहेगा, तो आपको खुद को प्रूव करने का, आपको सामने प्रोग्रामिंग करने का है. सो एट दिस मोमेंट वर्चुअली यू आर डूइंग एवरीथिंग रिमोट प्लेस. तो आप क्या कर रहे हैं आपको ही मालूम है. सो आई एम हैविंग अ फेथ ऑन यू दैट वॉट एवर आई एम टेलिंग यू, ये करो वो करो, द सेम थिंग यू आर ऑल्सो डूइंग इट. एंड आई एम गोइंग वेरी स्लो, आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग यू ईच लाइन वन बाय वन. सो इवन दो द पीपल आर प्रोग्रामर, आई नो दैट दे विल टेल कि अरे ये तो एकदम सिंपल है, बट स्टिल ये सिंपल बोलते हैं, लेकिन वाइवा के टाइम पे कोई जॉब नहीं देता है. दैट इज व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम गोइंग स्लो, वन लाइन बाय लाइन. तो इसके लिए एक फॉर्म डेवलप करो. ये फॉर्म डेवलप किया रहेगा आपने, राइट. वॉट एवर आई हैव ऑलरेडी डन इट, तो मैं वही ओपन करता हूँ. आपका कोड ऑलरेडी रहेगा, वो देखो. तो दिस इज व्हाट अ फॉर्म. ये आपने ऐसा बनाया रहेगा, राइट. सो सिलेक्ट नेम, आईडी. नाउ नथिंग इज देयर, सो आई हैव नॉट रिटन एनीथिंग ओवर हियर. सो लेबल, एंटर स्टूडेंट, एंड यू आर रिटन, right, type equal to text, and some fields are there, for example attributes, like required. So if you want to make it compulsory, so required is an attribute. It is given by HTML 5.0. in HTML 4.0, right, there was not like this, required keyword, minimum length, maximum length. These keywords were there in HTML 4.0, right, but in 5.0 already being there. सो रिक्वायर्ड नाम का कीवर्ड HTML 5.0 में आया, 4.0 में वो नहीं था, राइट. हियर वी आर डायरेक्टली गोइंग टू चेक इट ओवर हियर. सो एक whatever previously in JavaScript was used only for client side validation. Means what? If user is not entering anything in the text box, so if you click on submit, so JavaScript is being called, and JavaScript में आपको लिखना पड़ता था, document dot get element by id and so forth dot value, and then in variable you can say if variable equal to null, then you put a alert, or then you put a message, you have to enter this particular value, and you have to get set focus cursor on that particular field. That was the case in HTML 4.0 in previous JavaScript, but now in HTML 5.0, in today's JavaScript, you are having so many APIs, so many attributes which are ready-made, so you can make use of all the kinds of this thing stuff in your program. सो वन ऑफ द इट इज व्हाट रिक्वायर्ड. सो रिक्वायर्ड इधर लिखा है तो मुझे जावास्क्रिप्ट में उसका चेकिंग करने का जरूरत नहीं है whether the student or the user has entered the value or no. Minimum length, max length, that's fine. Minimum I want this, maximum length I want this, right? And for button, right, make sure that I have put the IDs, ID B1 and B2. So there are two buttons, right? And this is how you call the script. So I sure that आपने already logic.js बनाया रहेगा. JS नाम का फोल्डर है logic.js, right? You go to the logic.js and see the code which I have written. Very small code, कुछ भी लॉजिक नहीं है, एकदम सिंपल है. तो what I have done, script कभी लोड होगा when you are calling the script is very important. So that is something called as window. Window is the current window. This is a window, viewport. So your browser now it becomes a window. So you add event listener. So window dot add event listener, that you have to write down inside bracket. So again I will write down the same thing. You also do the same thing. Add event listener. The event is what? Load, on load. So once you will load the form, at that time you call this particular function. The function, what is the name of the function? This is the name of the function, bind events. Any name you write, not like this, any name you write. So that name you are going to put it over here. So as I have told you that the JavaScript is totally based on the functional programming. JavaScript is a functional programming scripting language. This line is very important, and that's why we are going to write only functions in JavaScript. The first function is bind event. So you write down the bind event or any kind of name you write. Name is doesn't matter, and inside that is what is the matter? Document dot query selector. This is a function. Document is an object. Obviously window dot document dot this. So window is, I am already having this, तो बार बार window लिखने का जरूरत नहीं है. You can directly write document dot query selector is important thing because I am going to select that component. And what is the component? B1. So before B1 I have to put this hash. Hash is important, right? And then dot, which event you are going to add, which function you are going to call after clicking the button. So that is going to, you have to add this event. So what is the event? Click. There may be double click, there may be a drag, right? Key up, key down, right? Or many other events are there. So one event I have selected, that is click. And what function you are going to call? Let's say check, right? Any. So these names are user defined, right? These events are JavaScript has defined. Events listener, these are defined. This is again the user defined B1. तो मैंने check लिखा है. So I am calling this particular function check, and inside that, just for our sake, I will write here console.log in check. So this in check message is being there. Once I will inspect the page, there I will have the console. So there I should get a message called as in check, right? And forget about this. Here I am going to call the PHP file. Forget about this. So over here, browser, open the browser, right? Refresh the page, or you write down the URL. This is the output. For anyone students, I will ask you to show me the output. Show me your screen, right? So you should able to show me your screen, right? Whatever I am doing it. Okay, the student is name of the folder. In your side, you are having your folder, and the student.php, it's only simple HTML but still PHP file, right? Right click करके पहले इंस्पेक्ट करो. You will see that console, right? Elements, console part आपको दिखाई देगा, right? Once you will write something, and once you will click on submit, in your console there has to be a whatever you are written console.log, that should appear in your console.log. It means that whatever form you are calling in JavaScript, you are calling that particular function and you are getting this particular value, or whatever value you are written it in this console.log. This should appear in your console.log. That means your design the form design किया है, right? You're calling the JavaScript by using this ID, right? And already being JavaScript is already being loaded. So it is being the browser engine already knowing your scripting. So load of function is already there. You are calling this function, right? In this function, you are attaching this particular button. On the button, you are adding the event. The event is click. After clicking on this event, you are calling this function, right? And this function is printing the message. So if it is coming over here correctly, that means over here you can able to call whatever you want to call, which file, whatever file you want to call further for scripting, that you can call it. So this is simple HTML and scripting language what we are doing it. Now think about the student.php, right? Here we are going to add something like script language, or let's say this is your student form, right? And you are calling this particular JS file, and here you are calling this document on submit, or you can call the file, right? PHP. So let's say what is there inside this PHP file, right? So ये तो बहुत गंदा कोड है. 1 second, I will just take a very simple code where you can have the PHP code. But before that, what I recommend you, what you are design the form, इसके लिए कितना field लगेगा, right? अभी clear किया तो भी if you clear the screen, now here we don't have written any code. So this code also you can able to write in scripting. Same thing, you write here B2, the button B2, right? In event you catch query selector hash B2, you add one more line, and there you can write down, you call a function, and there you can write down document dot, the name of the text, the get element ID, the name of this text box, dot value equal to null. This is the syntax you are going to write. It will clear automatically, right? Okay, so this addition part you write it one line for clear all. एक function लिखने का आपको वो आप लिखो, right? Now again where we are going in this particular PHP MyAdmin 127.0.0.1 PHP MyAdmin, create a database. आप database create करो, जैसे मैंने create किया है. So I will not create it again, and there has to be one student table. उसके अंदर एक नया table बनाने का आपको, table बनाओ अभी. Okay, create a table inside the browser. We know it only two, we want two fields, stud ID integer and stud name is varchar. Very simple. Create a table, फटाक से table बनाओ. Anyone who made the table, please just unmute and just say yes. Table बनाया किसने? Yes. Hello, Shweta. हेलो, टेबल बनाया क्या? बनाओ ना, टेबल बनाओ ना. Up to here you got it. Sweetie, just tell me. अनिकेत बोलो.
सर टेबल बना दिया.
बना दिया. वेरी नाइस.
बना रहे थे.
बना रहे ना? हाँ, प्लीज डू इट. ये टेबल बनाओ. Only two fields you are going to add it, stud ID and stud name. That's it. Now why only two? Because see again you are this thing, right? Here ID we are going to automate, right? Don't write here primary key and so forth. While designing it, see, जैसे let's say I am designing a new table. Over here you don't get it like AI का मतलब है auto increment and all these things. Don't do like that. Okay, for null index, don't write here primary key. We do not want primary key from a database side. From programming point of view, we are going to increment the value. select max of id. So whatever id I am getting, I will get it plus 1, and then that id I am going to put it in database. This is how we have to go, right? So here don't write here nothing, primary key and so on and forth. Just write down stud id int, write here value 4 or 5, stud name, select varchar and this thing, and just say go, and you can able to create your table. After creating a table, now you go to the code side. Go to the code side. Now let's say you call a form, right? Let's say I call a form. There are two ways to call a form. Let's say from JavaScript you call a form, or you may write here the form tag. फॉर्म टैग इज ऑल्सो अगेन इंपॉर्टेंट. ये फॉर्म हम लोग को बॉडी के पहले क्लोज करना पड़ता है. तो टू वेज, एक तो स्क्रिप्टिंग किया रहेगा तो स्क्रिप्टिंग से बुलाओ, एंड इफ यू आर नॉट राइटिंग एनी स्क्रिप्टिंग, so avoid that scripting part and just call it from over here. And from here, if you are calling it, then your type, input type equal to, you have to say button type equal to submit. There are two ways to call a button. Again I am repeating, एक तो scripting से call करो, otherwise if you are having input type equal to button type equal to submit, तो submit से call करने का है, तो इधर आपको लिखना पड़ेगा form, right? Form, here you are going to write it. The name of the form is, let's say, FRM, and the action, here you are going to write down the action. Which file you are going to call? Add stud.php. This file I am going to call. Which method I am going to call? Post. Why post? Why not get method? There are two types of methods, get and post. If I am writing here post, what I am going to happen, whatever I will pass the parameter, ये मैंने submit किया, whatever I will pass the parameter, so इधर मुझे ये सब दिखाई देगा, question mark, text1 equal to so and so, and comma, right? Text2 equal to so and so. Whatever parameters I am passing, I can able to see it on URL if I am using method equal to get. Now in this particular case, I do not want to show here, right, what parameters you are passing. That's why I want to write here method equal to post. See the difference. Again, I am repeating the difference between method equal to get and method equal to post. If I am writing method equal to post, when I am passing the parameter, this parameter I am passing, right, text and so forth. So that parameter I will not get display in the URL if I am using method equal to post. And if I am using method equal to get, then I will write, or if I don't write anything over here, by default it's method equal to get. If I don't write anything over here, in the URL, I can able to see all the parameters whatever you are passing, right? So this is what is something called, and if somebody else user, he can also able to see what you are writing in the URL, right? So all the values, the user, the third person may hack all the values, may access all the values. To protect that, I can use directly method equal to post. Over here, lot of things are there. If on the URL I want to show some encrypted value, that also you can do it. At this moment, we are not going to go for it directly. But now at this moment, again a small difference, method equal to post and method equal to get. तो ये कभी करने का आपको, obviously before body, I want to close the form. I should close the form before the body, right? Here, button type equal to submit. I can write, or one more way, button is a tag which was not there in 4.0, which is present in 5.0. Again, one more difference. So many differences are there. 4.0 में button नाम का tag ही नहीं था, right? There the tag is called as input. इधर input भी है, button भी है, but input is a tag. Input type equal to submit, right? Like this. Input type equal to submit and close the submit, close the input tag, right? But over here in 5.0, we are having button type equal to submit, right? 4.0, right? 4.0, whatever the vocabulary and everything is there. In industry, nobody is going to ask you 4.0, but in syllabus it is mentioned HTML 4.0. right? That's why I'm telling you the differences, right? Otherwise, in Viva also, I will not going to ask you, what is the difference between 4.0 and this. But in theory, the questions are asked like this. If you go through the previous university papers, then the questions may be asked, right? The differentiate between HTML 4.0 and 5.0. Then you should know all these things. That's why I'm telling you. Otherwise, for Viva point of view, for your, for industry point of view, nobody is going to ask you about 4.0. Everybody will ask you on this particular latest what is there inside your tag. But let's say now you add button type equal to submit and b1. If the type equal to submit, that means you are going to call the form using this form tag. If your type is a simple button, that means here I will not add anything, then you have to call it from JavaScript. तो JavaScript से मुझे इधर से बुलाना पड़ेगा on submit or like that, right? Document dot action. Even
Excuse me,
again I will.
sir.
Yes,
Excuse me,
yes.
sir. सर आप बहुत फास्ट जा रहे हो एंड इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू इम्प्लीमेंट साइड बाय साइड।
हाँ तो ठीक है ना, मैं धीरे धीरे जाता हूँ
तो
ना। यू
बाद में मतलब अभी इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं, अभी आपको सुनते हैं देन वी विल इम्प्लीमेंट, चलेगा ना आपको?
मुझे कुछ भी चलेगा, मुझे कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
बिकॉज बहुत ज्यादा फास्ट हो रहा है।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, अरे इट्स ओके ना, इट्स आई एम टेकिंग अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट।
ओके
डोंट,
सर।
व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग यू साइड बाय साइड करो, बिकॉज आपको अभी एरर आता है ना, तो अभी हम लोग बोल सकते हो, दैट्स व्हाई।
सर बार
यू
बार
डोंट
टैग
वरी, आई
चेंज
एम।
करना पड़ता है ना, आपको भी सुनना इम्पोर्टेंट है एंड उधर करना डिफिकल्ट हो
सवाल
रहा
ही
है।
नहीं है, सवाल ही नहीं है, सवाल ही नहीं है, सवाल। यू टेक योर टाइम, डोंट वरी, आई एम हियर
ओके
ओनली,
ओके
आई
सर
एम
ओके,
हियर ओनली, राइट?
थैंक यू।
एंड बिकॉज यू आर डूइंग इट, इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि आपको अभी प्रॉब्लम आया तो अभी हम लोग देख सकते हैं, राइट? आई विल नॉट गो फास्ट, डोंट वरी। ऑब्वियसली आई एम गोइंग टू अपलोड दिस वीडियो आफ्टर दिस, तो आप ये बार बार देख भी सकते हो, वॉट एवर आई एम टेलिंग यू इन बिटवीन, theory part. What is the difference between 4.0, 5.0? What are the tags are present, not present? Whatever is there, I am going to upload this video again. You don't worry, ये तो वीडियो में आपको मिल जाएगा, but practical is very important. I will go very slow, don't worry. That's why I am telling it should be interactive. You should say, right? If you are saying yes or no, then I will come to know, yes, आपका ये हुआ है, आपका ये नहीं हुआ है, so I will go slow, don't worry. Everybody should do the task, huh? Everybody should do the task. Today at least database connection तक पहुंचना चाहिए, बस। We should establish the database connection properly. The form should get loaded without any kind of error, and after that we will, in the next lecture we will see how to insert and everything, what we are going to do it afterwards. इतना फॉर्म डिजाइन तक तो हो गया श्वेता?
हाँ सर, फॉर्म डिजाइन तक का हुआ है,
फॉर्म
उसके
डिजाइन
बाद
हो
जो
गया।
डेटाबेस का कनेक्शन आपने बोला ना,
हाँ,
उधर से
अच्छा,
एक बार स्लोली थोड़ा सा करो सर।
पर डेटाबेस आपका डिजाइन हो गया? हैव यू डिजाइन द डेटाबेस?
नो सर,
हाँ,
इट
डेटाबेस
वाज
डिजाइन
गोइंग
करो।
टू फास्ट।
नहीं नहीं, ओके, डेटाबेस डिजाइन करो ना।
हाँ
डेटाबेस डिजाइन करो, create a database and create a table. This thing you do it, up to this much you do it and just say yes, then I will go ahead. श्वेता जस्ट टेल मी, अदरवाइज ये ऐसे में बैठा रहेगा।
सर, एक्चुअली ना आप कराओ, हम लोग देख रहे हैं अभी आपका, जब भी आप अपलोड करोगे ना ये वीडियो यूट्यूब पे, देन विल इम्प्लीमेंट।
ओके ओके, नाउ जस्ट ये दिख रहा है ना आपको मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ?
यस यस।
आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग, सो सी लेट्स से आई डिजाइन दिस फॉर्म, सो मैंने ये फॉर्म डिजाइन किया है, राइट? नाउ व्हाट आई हैव डन, आई हैव क्रिएटेड अ डेटाबेस, सो मैंने ये डेटाबेस भी डिजाइन किया, right? I created a table. Now the thing is that I am having this particular scripting PHP form. ये तो लेट्स से ये HTML भी रहेगा और PHP भी रहेगा. It may be both the things, right? कुछ भी रहने दो, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है. Even though you have saved it as HTML or PHP, because I have not added anything related to PHP in this form. Just I have made the form like this, okay? Now once I submit it over here, submit पे click किया तो I am going to call this form submit form, okay? Now this submit form, this form is having a particular code which will connect to database, right? The first step is what? You go on creating this form. So let's say I create one first form. The second step is what? You create a database. And the third step, what we are going to do is nothing but write a code to make a connection between these two, right? Now over, as I told you, we are the method, let's say get, और दूसरा method हम लोगों ने देखा था post, right? So we are using a post. Why? Because whenever whatever data you are typing here, जो text box में आप डालने वाले हो, and you are clicking it, these are something called as parameters. So these parameters you are going to pass from this to this. तो इधर ये सब parameter मुझे मिलने वाले. Here I am getting the parameters. I am storing it in the variable. So ये variable मुझे सब मिलने वाले है. And these variables I am going to store it in my database. So this is what is happening. Now if I am using the post, as I told you that over here, once I will call this form, ये browser में, let's say this is a browser. Over here, I am having this particular form.html, right? I am entering the data and I am hitting it over here. I am submitting it over here. So here I am going to see which file name, this file name. ये file का नाम मुझे दिखाई देगा. Let's say file name s.php. So s.php I am going to see it over here. Now over here, let's say passing the parameter, right? So if I use get, or if I don't write anything over here, so I can see all the parameters which is listed in the URL, which is wrong. So that's why I'm using the post. So if I'm using the post, so I will not get anything like this. So I will just say second.php, and inside this I am getting all these parameters. So this, if this picture is clear to you, then you will come to know that how you are going to design it very nicely, right? So the first step inside our second.php is this, right? See, I start with this code /?php, right? This is a code, right, that I have started. And let's say over here, forget about this comment. Over here, I will first start writing the variable. So variable start is like $. So $, let's say stud name is my variable name, right? And over here there is a concept called as $_post, and inside that I have to write the name of my text box. What is the name of my text box? That's why this name is very important. See, ID is sname. So let's write on, instead of ID I will say name. Sname is my name of the text box. Sname is my name of the text box, right? This name is very, very important. This name I am going to put it inside this. Here I will write $stud_name equal to $post in bracket the name of the text box. एक बार ये आ गया. Here I will just say echo $stud name, stud_name. This echo is going to print whatever I am getting it from sname. So ये कैसे हो गया मालूम है? Again, see the picture, right? This is the form, right? Here the name of the text box is sname, right? Here I am passing it, right? And now here I am doing a program. So here I am getting this thing, right? Sname. So my $stud name, this is a variable. Here I am getting $_post, right? Sname. So this name of this text box I am going to put it inside this box, and here I am getting it, right? So in my browser, on this particular web page, when I am calling this s.stud, s.php file, this is my s.php file which I am calling, right? So here I am going to print, and to print it we are going to use this echo $stud name. So whatever I am getting, whatever I am getting from this, I am passing it the parameter to this form, right? And this form, if I am saying echo, then I am going to print it on the web page. तो वेब पेज के ऊपर आपको जो मैंने नेम पास किया है वो मुझे प्रिंट होना चाहिए, ये इधर तक आ गया, right? So forget about this code what I am showing you. This is my regular code. See the connection. This is important for you, right? This is important for you. So $con is my variable, and MySQL I underscore connect, this is the method. You may get this type of notes from your w3schools.com, right? Over here, now again the difference, very important difference. I stands for improved version. I stands for improved version. If you are using PHP 5.0 onwards, if you are having the latest PHP onwards, then only you have to use MySQL I. The latest PHP will not give you, there is something called as only MySQL underscore connect. Only this method is there, was there in PHP 4.0, yani HTML 4.0. If you were using HTML 4.0 or PHP 4.0, then these tags are not going to support. Now, as we are using the latest version of everything, but from theory point of view, you should understand PHP 5.0 onwards, we are going to use this MySQL I underscore connect. The I stands for what? Improved version, right? And we are going to pass the 4 parameters inside this. 4 parameters. The first parameter is the local host. The first parameter is the local host. So you write down also local host. Local host hi likho, right? And then this is a username and this is a password, right? So from your case, I will write like this. This is my database which I used in the web server. तो इसके लिए मैंने ऐसा लिखा है. आपके लिए आप ऐसा लिख सकते हो, localhost is my localhost. This is my username. Username is root for your purpose, because you are not for PHP MySQL, you are not given the username and password for your database. That's why the default username is root and password is null. पासवर्ड नहीं रहता है आपको. डिफॉल्ट जो भी आपने PHP MyAdmin इंस्टॉल किया है XAMPP WAMP के लिए, उसके लिए अभी के लिए डिफॉल्ट पासवर्ड नहीं है. यूजर नेम इज रूट एंड पासवर्ड इज नल, एंड द डेटाबेस नेम, वॉट एवर योर डेटाबेस नेम इज. माय डेटाबेस नेम इज स्टूडेंट, नेम ऑफ द डेटाबेस. डेटाबेस नॉट टेबल, राइट? प्लीज सी दैट, right? I will open this particular database. So I have to open your database, right? So I think I'm over here, Brave browser. So this is my database name. Database name is student and table name is also student. That's fine, right? But what is the database name? Student. So this database name you are going to write it over here. So ये S small है तो small ही लिखूंगा मैं. So this is the name of the database. So this is what is the syntax you required. Okay, you got the syntax. $con equal to MySQL I underscore connect. You are going to pass the 4 parameters. Number 1 is localhost. Number 2 is username. Username by default for PHP MyAdmin is root, right? The third one is a password. By default password is null for PHP MyAdmin, and the last one is a database name. This is how you should write down this. And after that, it's very simple. To get a connection, you write like this: if MySQL I underscore connect underscore error no. This function or this thing is going to check whether your connection is correct or no. If it is connection is correct, right, then else में लिखने का आपको echo database connected, as I have written like this for checking purpose. Don't see the below code. नीचे वाला कोड देखो मत. Just stick with this. I am highlighting this code. Only this code you should write. $con, again I am repeating, $con equal to MySQL I underscore connect, pass the 4 parameters. Then if MySQL I underscore connect underscore error no is a function, this function is responsible to check whether the connection has been established correctly or no. If it is not established, you will get a message like this, and this is how the error function is going to throw the error on the screen. Screen पे error आएगा आपको MySQL का खुद का, whatever error can be. Else you have to just say database connected and I will say close. Bus. Now if you are getting data connected message on the browser when you are passing the parameter, right, here if you are getting database connected, ये message अगर display होता है, right, then you can say the connection has been established correctly. So इधर तक only this much you have to do it today. Today what you have done, you have created the form, right, you pass this particular parameter to this form, right, but before that you create a database. First task ये किया है, second task आपने database design किया है, third task is what is you are writing the code over here. You are just pass one parameter over here, you accept the parameter using $_post, right. Then here whatever value you got it, you print the value over here. The second step is you write a code, only one line code, MySQL I underscore connect, pass the 4 parameters of the connection of the database, right, and check whether your connection is correct or no, and you will get this particular message. If this message is correct, you can say whatever you are doing is correct. इधर तक आपका आ गया, right? Shweta, have you got this?
Yes, sir.
Right. I will ask to anybody else, you know, whether you go, whether Sweetie, can you please tell me?
Yes,
Hello,
yes,
Sweetie.
I just created the database. Database is done.
Yes, yes. Now up to this much you got. Up to this much, see the students who have not done anything, please do it at home. And up to this much, you should get a connection. You should get a connection. That is what I want to say. Right. Now let's see. ये हो गया, right? So outcome कैसे दिखता है मैं आपको बोलता हूँ, right? Outcome यानी after everything. Let's say ये भी हो गया, आपने connection भी किया, report भी बनाया, so and so forth, right? Now same MySQL connection which is there in now Bluehost. तो ये आपको मैं खाली दिखा रहा हूँ. Within only 1 to 2 minutes, okay? ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लेता हूँ आपका, right? This is what I want to show it to you, right? PHP MyAdmin. ये Bluehost का MyAdmin है. Here you will see the same thing is there. What we are doing it at the localhost. Localhost में जो हम लोग कर रहे हैं वही, but this is on the web server. Web server. See, same thing is over here. Same thing, right? Same thing is over here. You can see all these databases. You can also create one of the database. जैसे मैंने अभी just create किया, right? Which is there in my reset Vasa Merit, and I have created a table, something like admission inquiry form. So this is what I have created a table. So this is a you know what you can say, it's a main form. What I will upload in our website. So it's a real time work. So that's why, you know, there are 37 fields. You know, 37 fields are there. This is just to show you, nothing to do on your side, but on the practical real time project, what you are doing, you have to do like this, right? And this is the database that I have created, and this is a form that which I made it. ये form मैंने बनाया. थोड़ा बहुत अभी bootstrapping अभी मैं सीखना चालू किया है. So this is how I made the form. राइट. So this is what is requirement अभी का जो अपना कॉलेज का रिक्वायरमेंट इसके लिए. एंड दिस इज व्हाट अ ब्राउज. इट्स वेरी सिंपल वन. हाउ कैन यू अपलोड योर फाइल? देयर इज अ टैग कॉल्ड एज इनपुट टाइप इक्वल टू फाइल. वेरी सिंपल फॉर्म इज देयर, राइट. जो फॉर्म आपको लगेगा बाद में आगे जाके, ये देखो मैं आपको कोड दिखाता हूँ. वेरी सिंपल, कितना सिंपल कोड है देखो. इनपुट टाइप इक्वल टू फाइल, नेम इक्वल टू फाइल, साइज सो एंड सो, जो भी रहने दो, एंड इनपुट टाइप इक्वल टू सबमिट. ये सबमिट किया तो क्या होगा? सबमिट किया तो दिस फाइल इज गोइंग टू कॉल, एंड व्हाट इज रिटन इन दिस फाइल इज दिस. सी वेयर आई एम जस्ट शोइंग टारगेट फोल्डर. तो ये जो फॉर्म है, ये जो फाइल है, ये फाइल आपके इसमें जाके बैठ जाएगा. तो ये वाला प्रोग्राम मैं आपको एग्जीक्यूट करके बताता हूँ. ये घर पे जाके मैं ये दोनों प्रोग्राम आपको दे दूंगा, राइट. जैसे ये देखो, मैं अभी आपको ये फॉर्म दिखाता हूँ. स्टूडेंट फाइल PHP, आई थिंक 1 सेकंड. कौन से फाइल का नाम बराबर आना चाहिए. अरे ये index.html कॉल हो गया. 1 सेकंड. आई एम हैविंग दिस अपलोड अंडरस्कोर फाइल. अपलोड अंडरस्कोर फाइल डॉट PHP फाइल. जस्ट सी, ये देखो इतना सिंपल कोड है, राइट. अभी मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ देखो. ये मेरा फोल्डर है. दिस इज माय फोल्डर वेयर आई वांट द PDF फाइल शुड गेट अपलोडेड. ये मेरे फाइल में आना चाहिए. तो आई विल चूज दिस, राइट. मेरा ये ओपन हो गया, राइट. फील्ड्स एंड सो फोर्थ. लेट्स से ये एक्वापोनिक्स PDF फाइल है, व्हाट एवर सर्टिफिकेट यू वांट टू अपलोड, मैंने ओपन किया, राइट. अटैच हो गया. Now once I will click on the upload, it should upload it. It should actually pick up that file from my hard disk and it will store it wherever I want. So I upload this. See, this message has been there. I can see it my folder. ये देखो फोल्डर में ये फाइल मैंने अपलोड किया. This is how it is being there. समझ में आ गया. तो मैंने हार्ड डिस्क से फाइल उठाया, मैंने अपलोड किया. अपलोड क्लिक करने के बाद में मेरे ये फोल्डर में आ गया. इट मे हैपन दैट आई मे हैव द PDF नाम का फोल्डर और उसके अंदर जाके बैठना चाहिए, राइट. सो पाथ कैन बी, यू कैन एबल टू स्टोर इट. वैसे मैंने वेब सर्वर में किया है अभी. सी इन माय वेब सर्वर यू कैन सी, राइट. दिस इज अ फाइल मैनेजर इन वेब सर्वर. ये वेब सर्वर की बात कर रहा हूं मैं. इसमें मैंने PDF करके फोल्डर बनाया है. तो मैं हार्ड डिस्क से फाइल उठाएगा और PDF फोल्डर के अंदर सेव करूंगा. सेम कोड but the destination or the path is totally different. वो path कैसे चेंज करने का वो लास्ट में मैं बताऊंगा. अभी आपको लोकल होस्ट के ऊपर काम करने का है. तो इट्स वेरी सिंपल. द कोड इज सो सिंपल वन. दिस इज अ फाइल अपलोडिंग कोड. राइट. ये फाइल अपलोडिंग का दोनों कोड मैं आपको देने वाला हूँ बाद में. वेरी सिंपल. वंस यू अपलोड द फाइल, राइट, सी इट which file you are going to call. This is what is important, right. Encrypted type ये आपको लिखना पड़ेगा फॉर्म के अंदर, जो ऑलरेडी मैंने दिया है. After clicking on the file, you are uploading the file. This file is going to call, and target folder is very important. Over here, you are going to write down the path. कौन से path में आपको फाइल सेव करने का है. ये water file you are uploaded, कौन से फाइल में अपलोड करने का है. And here you are going to have the target folder and the base name. The name of the file, right. ये name of the file. तो ये पूरा पाथ बन जाएगा. This path plus file name. और ये पूरा का पूरा टारगेट फोल्डर में आपको इधर आ जाएगा. Now here what I have checked, I have checked, right, file type मैंने चेक किया whether it is PDF or GIF or JPEG like that. अगर ये तीनों में ही रहेगा तो ही आप लोग फोल्डर में अपलोड करो, otherwise no, right. Then you can check मूव अपलोडेड फाइल. अगर ये टाइप का ही रहेगा तो ही आगे जाके देन यू कैन से द टाइप अपलोडेड. दिस मूव अपलोडेड फाइल, दिस फंक्शन इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल टू अपलोड, पिक अप द फाइल फ्रॉम द हार्ड डिस्क टू अपलोड इट एट द डेस्टिनेशन फोल्डर, एंड देन आपको ये फाइल का मैसेज आएगा अपलोडेड. एंड इफ एनी काइंड ऑफ एरर इज देयर यू विल गेट अ प्रॉब्लम लाइक दिस, प्रॉब्लम अपलोडिंग फोल्डर. और ये टाइप में भी नहीं रहेगा तो यू विल गेट लाइक दिस मैसेज, प्लीज अपलोड इट लाइक PDF, JPEG एंड GIF ओनली. So I think this is a very important PHP code which you can able to put it in your form in your mini project, जो मैं आपको बाद में दे दूंगा. So अभी के लिए हम लोग समझ में आ गया आपको सब कुछ. I think श्वेता बोलो मुझे.
Yes sir.
Okay, now again I will just wind up everything. मैंने क्या क्या कवर किया स्टार्टिंग से बोलता हूँ. Right, we have started simple HTML code, right, where we have just seen 2-3 differences of HTML 4.0 and HTML 5.0, where we have seen it, right, what is the tags are present in 4.0 and not present, or present in 5.0 and not present in 4.0, or vice versa. Then also we have seen that how to open the PHP MyAdmin. There we have seen how to create a database, how to create a table, simple. And we have also seen how to write a simple HTML form, right, to save it as .php form file, and you put it or you store it in either www folder if you are using WAMP, or you store it in XAMPP htdocs folder. Create a folder over there and write it over here. We have also seen something called as a JS file, right? Either you write a scripting or you don't write a scripting. If you are writing a scripting, you write it separately. That's a business logic, and the logic way is to write a scripting code inside the head tag. I have also explained you what is the meaning of doc type, what is the meaning of the meta tag, why meta tag is important to make a responsive web designing. And not only that, this is also used for the SEO, search engine optimization, that we will that I will tell you afterwards, right? And we have seen it how to pass the parameter from one file to another file. What is the purpose of get method and post method? The second thing is what? How to establish a connection. So we have seen only 3-line statement to make a connection using PHP, MySQL I_connect. This is the function which is going to establish it. We are going to pass the 4 parameters. Number 1 is server name, the second one is username, password, and the last one is the database name. If everything is correct, you can able to print it using echo command. Echo command is there in PHP. So only 4-line code you have seen it in PHP, nothing else. And last but not the least, I have shown you how to upload the file and how to store it. How to store it in database and everything, that is fine, though alag ka task hai. But how to upload the file from hard disk from any location to your concerned folder, उधर तक मैंने आपको बताया. The 2 files uploading file का जो कोड है PHP का, that I am going to give it you afterwards, right? Immediately after this lecture, I am also going to upload this video on the YouTube, so that you can able to see it again and again, and you can do it the practice at home. If you have got any query, please inform me. Please put it in our group, or personal WhatsApp किया तो भी चलेगा. Okay, fine. I'm stopping this.